Hey guys, this is episode 150 of Shenanigans with Friends. Thank you so much for being here. That's like a milestone, right? Like 150 episodes. That's very dope. I feel, I don't know, like super professional. Thank you for everybody who's been here through all 150 episodes. You're insane, but I appreciate you. And then to new people, hi. This is probably a great start, but I would probably suggest that you guys go to the last episode so you can hear me and Jay gush over the new Beyonce album because we're in a renaissance. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. So, wow. Drake's dad. First of all, I have a love-hate relationship with Dennis, right? Because he get on my nerves so much, but also I love when he pops out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether he's at a club in VIP throwing his son's name around and getting young bitches to sit with him. Like, whether it's getting his son's tattooed face on him, like whatever it is, I be here for the Dennis shenanigans, like truly. So I'm hoping that I'm about to get good at this sharing shit because I'm about to try to show y'all this fucking tattoo. Okay. All right. So it's so terrible. And I know you guys have seen it. Like, it's all over social media. Drake is actually the one who posted it because he was just like, yo, I'm just like sitting here just really thinking how like you don't really love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really crazy. So I'm going to show you guys the original one, right? I'm going to show you this on Google Images. All right. So you guys can see I Googled a bunch of some shirtless pictures of Drake for no reason. But this larger one over here to the right, that is the tattoo. Oh, actually, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the screen with you guys. So the one on the left, so we here, right? We have the TMZ picture. So the one on the left was the OG one. That was the original one. That's the one that Drake posted on his fucking Instagram. Nigga, when I tell you I was dying, like he low key, okay. So I definitely went through all of the things that he looked like. He definitely looks like that nigga that sings that song, Fuck You, You Ho. I don't fuck you, you ho. I don't want you back. You know that song? His name was like Iman or something. He had like it was just like that one song. It was a weird summer. I don't know if you guys heard that song, but that's literally what this nigga looked like on this nigga Dennis's back. It was just so not good. And then here is the drama, right? Here's the drama with it. Is that the original tattoo artist that did the first one that looked like Iman and not Drake and not Iman Shumpert. Like, I need y'all to Google Iman if y'all don't know who it is. The song was called I Don't Want Fuck You, in parentheses, I Don't Want You Back. If you guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, pause this right the fuck now and go fucking listen to that ridiculous ass song. Now, was it a bop? Was I singing it during that summer? Of course I was. We all were. Unless you haven't and then you weren't, but then go look at it and you're going to sing it all the rest of the summer. Anyway. Or is it summer still? I don't know. I don't know how seasons work. Anyway, it just be hot out here, so I don't know. I have no idea. But the original tattoo artist that did that one, he was very upset to like hear that there was a bad reception to his tattoo, his version of Drake, right? And so Dennis went to go get it fixed. And so the original one was super pissed because he's like, why wouldn't you just get it fixed with me? Because I'm the one who did it. But I see the logic here because it's like, you're right. You did do that. And like, could you fix it? Like, because you wrapped me up and greased my arm up. And so, greased his back up and said, go, I think it looks great. So you were confident in your picture of how your depiction, not your picture, your depiction of Drake on this man's body. So like, I don't really know why he would go back, but he was offended. So, cause he went somewhere else. And then you get the one on the right that looks a lot better. Okay. So, we're obviously not about to spend too much time on Drake's daddy's back, but I do want to just say that while I was Googling pictures, like I just typed Drake tattoo, I think I did come across these other ones that I implore you to look at with me, please, just for a moment. Okay. So here's the first one. This is the one that caught. No, this isn't the first one I saw, but here is one of them. Wow. Wow. Because Drake be crying so much that somebody has gotten a fucking tear on like a bottle of fucking like Chanel No. 5, but Drake tears on their body. And then you have look at me, like I'm getting so much better at this. Okay, so then you have this. Which is probably one of my favorites because it appears to be a grown Drake, but as a crying baby, because like he has like he's gummy and he's got like one tooth. Whose body is this on? Like I have so many questions. Okay. And then finally, this is I think the last one I'm going to show you is the one that I originally saw, okay? Which is first of all, the way that this nigga's eyebrows and eyelashes are shitting on my whole existence on this tattoo is hilarious. And then under like cradling the chin, his chin strap, it says like you used to, and I don't know, and he has like one gigantic like crybaby tear on his cheek. This is probably my favorite. Like the other ones are definitely great, but I don't know why this one is like touching my soul so much, like the way that it is. It's just like it's so dark, like the hair is so dark on the body, and it's just like that one big ass like juicy tear because he's like, you know, Drake, and he probably just cried with one tear and shit. I don't know. So anyway, I just thought I would share those with you too because that shit was very funny to me because y'all know I be laughing at everything basically. Okay, so Dennis got it fixed. I'm satisfied with the way that it looks now. I mean, this isn't weird because it's his dad, and also like this nigga got his like prison photo or like his mugshot on his body, so they're even. Okay, let's move on. Speaking of old niggas, and I just want to say that I'm saying this with a very heavy heart, okay? Like, I don't want this to be, like, I don't want this, like, but JC Chazé from NSYNC joined TikTok. His profile clearly states that this is probably the only fucking post that you're going to see from me on here. And it's a video of him being, first of all, this nigga looks like Father Time. Like he literally looks like, he looks like Father Time. Like he literally just needs like a sleeping cap and a fucking nightgown and a fucking lamp with the fucking finger hole, like a fucking candlestick lamp with the fucking finger hole. Like he looks so much gray. And listen, I know that we're closer to 40 than we are to 30. I get that, right? But like, why does nigga look so old? Like, and everybody's like, ooh, is there gonna be an NSYNC reunion? Like, I mean, and not saying that I wouldn't want that, but also like, I don't want no geriatric daddies on the stage. Like, listen, if you were a geriatric daddy to begin with and we liked you, like Ron Isley or some shit, like, then that's one thing, right? But not when you were like a teenage, like not a teenage, a young adult heartthrob. Like, to me, like, I don't really want to see you geriatric gyrating. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, I don't think I want that. So, unless niggas is like putting on just for me, not just for me. Not just for me. Why did I say just for me? Just for men. That's what just for men. And fucking put that little fucking comb with the dye already in it. If he don't do something like that, like I don't really know what to tell him. Okay, so anyway, but yeah, so I don't know. So he tags the boys that have TikToks, the other NSYNC members, and he's like, how the fuck do you work this thing? and then it's just like, and then they have like bye 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 at the end. So I guess I don't know what that means. I don't know why he's joining TikTok. Maybe they're gonna reunite. Honestly, this is the only way Justin could be back in my good graces. Like he just really gets on my nerves, and I don't like his wife has a plain face, and I don't understand. Like, that's so rude. Okay, let me not say that. Jessica Biel, I have seen stuff that she's acted in, and I think she's a great actress, but like personality wise, like she just comes off like a fucking dustpan to me. So I don't know, but whatever. But honestly, with like the Janet stuff and like how he went to the woods and all shit like that, like this is the only way Justin Timberlake could really redeem himself for me. So Justin, if you are a fan of Shenanigans with Friends and you're listening, that this is going to be your opening. You know what I'm saying? This is your opening to come back into my heart. And I'm only feeling, such high spirits and like feeling so generous is because we are in the summer renaissance, and that's really the only reason. So please keep that in mind. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see, how am I gonna put this together? Oh, speaking of boy groups, boom. Kanye, Uzi, Lil Uzi Vert, excuse me, I be calling him Uzi like we like tight, but like Lil Uzi Vert and a nigga that I just learned his name like a week and a half ago, named Steve Lacy. They all decided to get matching bicep tattoos, and it looks like it's in another language, but apparently what it's supposed to translate to. Oh wait, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just high and I can't see it. Hold on. Oh no, it's not. It's not. I'm just high. Okay. False alarm, everyone. I'm just high. Okay, so it says we here forever technically. Okay. Like I don't really know what that means. Like I don't know what to do with this information. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, but that's cool. I don't know why these three people decided to get it together. Like Uzi has some very strange like musical relationships with people, so I'm not even really. I just don't know who this kid Steve Lacy is. He's actually the only person of the three amigos that posted the picture. So I mean, I guess I would have no story if he didn't exist. But I don't know who this guy is. Apparently, he makes like R&B music or like soul. Is R&B and soul the same now, or is? Well, I guess no, it's not. It never really was. Okay, so no, it's not the same. So I think he makes more like neo soul-y music more than like R&B music. I've heard a few of his songs on Spotify. Not gonna lie, I've definitely skipped them. So if you guys are a Steve Lacy fan and like I'm missing the fucking I'm missing something, like suggest a song I should listen to and I'll listen to it because I like music, so I'll give it a chance. But like some of the shit whatever Spotify threw in my rotation, it was fucking up my vibe and I could not. So I don't know what this means. He's got like individual, I don't know what's happening. So anyway, and in this picture, like Kanye looks like oh man, like I can't. And I don't know why they got these, or if they're like gonna form an RSVP like fucking Ray J and his friends, but I don't know what's happening. But I brought this up only really to be able to segue into like more crazy news from Kanye. Of course, as you got even if you didn't want to know, you know that fucking Pete and Kim have broken up. Okay. Now apparently it was like pretty chill. Like they just were working too much. And apparently Kim is kind of upset about the breakup, but it just wasn't working out, I guess, with their schedules or whatever. I don't know. But as we all know, during their entire relationship, lovely Kanye was basically like harassing him and all of that shit. So apparently that shit has taken a toll on him, and we didn't even know, but in April, I guess he started to go to like fucking trauma fucking therapy or some shit, like, because Kanye was like super harassing him like online. And then what was so crazy about it is it all kind of came out after recently. So after the breakup happened, then Kanye gets on Instagram. It makes a fake like news article that says Skeet Davidson dead at age 28. And then below the headline is another little part, and it says Kid Cudi meant to play funeral but fearful of bottle throwers. So basically, he's like taking a stab at Cudi for the Rolling Loud situation. And listen, y'all know I don't really fuck with Kanye and his antics, but I think that like I'm not a super big Pete Davidson fan. I'm an SNL fan, so you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I know him. But like I feel like everybody knows that he has issues with like suicide and like all of that shit like that. And I just don't think that's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that that's cute to have a headline that he's dead at 28 when like you don't even know, like if Kim is hurting, he hurting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if Kim is upset about the breakup, I know that this nigga fucking Pete is upset about the breakup or whatever the fuck. But regardless, like, so like then you make that headline and then we find out that he's already like in trauma therapy because you're a dick. And this just goes to show, guys, that Gemini males are terrorists and nuisance. Just fucking just the fucking worst. Like I've never really, I mean, and let me okay. I'll back up and I'll say, I guess not all of y'all are terrible, but a lot of y'all are terrible. And I'm saying this from the heart as a fellow Gemini. Like, I recognize that y'all are trash. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so this is just an example of Gemini male trash. And Kanye, you know what? And I'm not even gonna lie, Kanye, I'm enjoying your new Ye verses. I'm liking them. Like you're giving me something that I feel like I wasn't getting in previous projects from you. So I appreciate that. But I need you to stop fucking acting like a maniac. Like there was no reason for you to put that fucking post up. At this point, like the relationship is over. You low-key got what you want, bro. Like why? It's truly the pettiness for me. And like I said, listen, if a male Gemini wants to have a conversation, I'm more than down, but I guarantee you I will find it. I will find the toxicity in you and I will tell you about yourself and I will shine a light on you that you never knew but you never knew that you had, but we always fucking knew you had because y'all are fucking terrorists. Y'all really are. And if y'all aren't, y'all can be and y'all just aren't. Like, and this is coming from a person that could be a terrorist if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just emotional terrorists. And like, let me stop saying the T word before my fucking FBI agent on my phone like sends the cops to my house. But anyway, so he's just the fucking worst. And there was no reason to say that or to mention, like to have like a mock-up newspaper saying that this nigga is dead. Like, for what? Like, for what reason? So he needs to grow the fuck up. And that's like truly like how I'm feeling about the situation. But honestly, Kanye, like, I was about to say, you know how I feel about you, but nigga, you have to know how I feel about you. Like after all this time, you have to know. And this is like pre-Kim. Like, so I don't want anybody to think like, oh, you a Kardashian fan. I'm definitely not. Like, I'm just saying. But anyway. All right. Let's move on from his nonsense. Speaking of trauma, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the name Davonte Sanford, but back in 2017, he was 15 years old, and he ended up pleading guilty to second-degree murder and shootings of 4 people that year. He later said that he was innocent and accepted a plea deal only because he was poorly represented. Oh my God, represented. I need to chill on the weed for tonight. Not or never mind. Anyway, so poorly represented by an attorney, right? In 2016, his convictions were dropped after officials had cited that there was mad police misconduct, which we all know happens, especially when they get a hold of our like young underage like black boys and black girls. Let me not leave us out of there because they do it to us too. And they'll like really violate the fuck out of our laws, like out of our fucking rights, not our laws, our rights, until like they literally can't do that shit no more. Like it's fucking insane. It's insane. So anyway, so after that, right, he gets out and the city council of Detroit agrees to pay him $7.5 million to settle the claims that the police have violated his rights, which, like I said, they did. Anyway, so this week, this man went to a BP and funded $25,000 and free gas. And he only gave it to senior citizens and women. Angel, are you joking? Anyway, I mean, you know, what I love about people that like really like be down and like really go to prison like for like stuff they didn't do, like even after all of that they still find like some kind of like compassion in their heart, like, you know what I'm saying, like just in general, whether it be for other people in jail, for people outside of jail, like whatever the fuck, like they still have like something so like good in them that like the system fucking didn't kill and the fucking police didn't fucking kill, you know what I'm saying? And this is just so awesome. Now imagine if gas wasn't fucking $5 a gallon, basically, right? And he could fund 25,000 tanks. But even now with gas being as expensive as it is, let's just say $100 fills up a gas tank. $100, like I mean, like we're talking about $100. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people. $100 to every gas tank. That's a lot of people when we get down to $25,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just fucking awesome. And I just, you know, sometimes, man, like shit happens real bad to good people. And it just really warms my black ass heart when it doesn't take somebody out. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't kill somebody. It doesn't kill the fucking humanity in somebody, because it could, because half of the time they're not being treated with humanity. They're not being treated with respect. They're, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it would be easy to come to have to leave that and still walk around with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he didn't. And that's super awesome. I'm hoping that, I'm just hoping that whatever else he do with the money it's for him. And also, I don't know, I'm hoping somebody told him, because he's got a lot of money now, because he's 23 years old. He's got a lot of money, and I'm really hoping that somebody reminds him to write all this off as a tax write-off, because he'll get some of that back. You know, I'm just saying. So, but that shit is amazing, and I love stories like that. That shit is just so great. I love it. All right, let's move on. Speaking of gas, TSA found just a normal day at TSA, right? And then like a jar of peanut butter goes off. And this is in Pennsylvania. And when they investigated the peanut butter, they found vape cartridges and 3 vape cartridges in plastic, like plastic wrap or whatever. The traveler reported that the marijuana canisters were hidden in his check bag. They were for medical purposes, but then hid it. Then that makes it seem like you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, so here's the thing. And I don't know if I feel like by now we should all know this. And that's why I'm like, really, first of all, don't mess up your peanut butter like that. If you like peanut butter, like, or whatever, like, don't mess that up, because like half of the time TSA isn't even looking for drugs. Like, so then when your peanut butter go off, like, you look real stupid, because now you're about to maybe get in trouble. I don't think he got in trouble, because I don't think you can. Like, I really don't think you can. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't think you can. But and I'm gonna tell you why. Because like, I've traveled like 3 states with, like, when I used to smoke the vape pens. I've traveled 3 states with it. And how I travel with it is I unscrew the cartridge from the battery, and then I throw it in my carry-on. And I have a carry-on and a personal item all the time with me. So I'll throw it in either my carry-on, which is usually my backpack, or my purse, or whatever, my fanny pack, whatever I have as my personal item. I'll throw it in one of those, and I'll just have them separate. Like, so I'll put my cartridge somewhere, or my battery somewhere else, or like in another part of the same bag, or I'll just unscrew them and just throw them in there right next to each other. I've never gotten like restopped at TSA. I've never had like been pulled over to another line. They've never called authorities on me or anything like that. Nothing happens. Like, so I think that for this, it was more so the fact that the person was trying to conceal it, and so that made it appear to be a crime. And I don't know. I just don't. I don't really understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, if I don't understand. This just kind of goes back to like this Brittany Griner shit and like all this other stuff, right? Know the fucking rules. And you're domestics, dummy. Like, you're domestic, and you are hiding stuff and causing a disruption to the flow of the airport, because you're too goofy to know what you can and can't bring. And so you do all of this to fucking disguise it, and now you're slowing the lines down, and now they got all types of people over here trying to figure out what you fucking hiding, because why would you be hiding those? Like, if they're probably looking for like pills or something at this point, and it's just like fucking marijuana cartridges. Anyway, and it's not, and I'm saying, like, guys, it's not even federally legal. And like, I've traveled to, was it legal in Illinois? I don't know if it's legal. I think, I don't know. I've traveled to 2 places where I know, or at least one place where I know for sure it's not legalized, and I had no problem back going or coming. So I don't really know why he did that or what was the purpose, but it was very goofy. And let's move on. Speaking of food, y'all, when y'all think of Italy, right? Like, what do you think of? Like, do you think of like hot dogs? Like, no, right? Like, the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about Italy is like pizza, right? Like pizza and like long ass pieces of French bread and shit. No, that's French. Huh. But anyway, so just like pizza, right? Well, for some reason, Domino's thought it would be a good idea to open up franchises out in Italy. Naturally, if you are in a place that like has fucking has like all the kinds of pizzas and like the best pizzas, the best quality stuff, why on earth would you think that they would want Domino's? And what's so crazy is, so the company that brought them there, the franchise operator, had to file for bankruptcy in April, saying that it struggled to make enough sales during the 2 years of the pandemic restrictions. But then it says, even then when the restrictions were lifted, they were having a problem because it was so many competitions from food delivery apps and stuff like that. So they couldn't make money. But that's not the reason, because you were every Domino's in the world was experiencing, every restaurant in the world was experiencing that when COVID happened. And a lot of them were able to come back. Now, granted, a lot of them weren't, but a lot of them were able to come back. So I don't think that you're blaming the right thing. I think the problem is that you were trying to serve food that is subpar to a place that has what's opposite of subpar, like top notch, fucking top quality, fucking pizza. Like we're talking like Domino's is like low on the like take like pizza like delivery like food places for me, like low. Like every time I like be like, oh, let me try Domino's again, like maybe they'll change. They never, it's never good to me. Like I just don't, I can't. And so the fact that they went to Italy and tried to be like, ooh, here, eat this, eat this pepperoni pizza and it tastes like bologna. Like what the fuck? Like Italians know their like they know their fucking pizza out there. Like it's not that. It's not that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that. But anyway, so yeah, I guess they had high hopes. They started in 2015. They signed a 10-year franchising deal with them. They plan to even to expand it in the whole country because they said that it was an open market, which doesn't really make sense. I guess an open market for pizza delivery services in that country. They had 23 stores in Italy and then 6 more through a sub franchise partner, and they have all closed now. Yeah, so I just don't know why that was a good idea, but like, come on, like Pizza Hut might have done better there because at least like they would probably go because they've heard the name. Like Domino's, like what kind of person's favorite pizza is Domino's? Like for real. Like I just want y'all to think about that. Y'all don't have to give me an answer right now, but whenever I get a chance. Let's move on. Okay. Speaking of things that leave a bad taste in my mouth. Let's talk about how Tyra Banks is just awful. I mean, we can talk about the body shaming that she used to do on America's Next Top Model with Skeletor, okay, Janice Dickinson, whatever her name is, next to her. We could talk about how she like low-key downplayed Black women on her show while she tried to act like she was uplifting them. What else can we say? Oh, or we can talk about that trashy, stupid ass fucking TV show that she had, her fucking talk show, and how she walked in a fat suit for a day and made a mockery of people who are obese. And then, or we can talk about that really cringy fucking Beyonce fucking interview that she did when she was asking questions all based on made up words that she tried to make sound like Beyonce's name. Like she was like, seance, name a dead person that you wish was alive. And she was like, what did she say? I don't know. Like, I don't know. She says, I don't know. She says some stupid shit like, Beyonce, have you ever been bit? Have you ever been stung by a bee? Like she said, just stupid shit. Like it was just stupid. Like I want to remember more of the word, this dumbass word she was saying, but it's kind of slipping my mind right now. But I mean, and everybody has been retweeting those pictures of those videos of America's Next Top Model, because I really don't think that people really saw or understood like at the time like how trashy that show was and how like bad they would put those girls down. Like they would really talk shit, and then they were calling bitches that was like not skinny but thin, like I don't know, whichever one is thicker. Like I feel like skinny is skinny, and I think that thin is like not as skinny, but that might be wrong. I don't know. But like girls that weren't fat and they were really like, oh, she's a plus size model. Like it was just so ridiculous. It was just so ridiculous. Okay, I did find some of the words. she says, so she would be like, so she's sitting there with Beyonce, and first of all, everybody knows like Beyonce is like uncomfortable laughing. She's like, like, cause she's like, this is stupid as fuck, and who told me to do this? So she's like, Greyonce, when you get older, are you gonna dye your hair? Clayonce, have you ever voted on American Idol? Slosha Fierce, when was the last time you were a little tipsy? Squasha Fierce, what sport do you like to play? And then here's my favorite. Washa Fierce, do you sing in the shower? Like, what the fuck? What, bitch? Journalism. This is, you had an opportunity to have a one-on-one intimate interview with Beyonce, and you said Washa Fierce? Like, Tyra, I just want to look you in the eyes and just tell you that I just think that you're a terrible person, and I don't know what other evil things are sitting in that big forehead up there of yours, but I don't come out with an apology. Just sit back and just be just be the mess that you are. Just stay away. Just stay away. Don't come back out. Just don't come out here trying to make us understand how hard it was for you as a black giraffe on TV. Like, I don't want to hear any of that. Like, you put so many girls down and you wasted Beyonce's time. I can't. Let's move on. Speaking of trash, Balenciaga. I don't know if you guys have seen the new bags, but they look like trash bags. And the best part is that they cost $1,700. I should have brought this up, and I'm so sorry because I was so worried about making sure that I got all those fucking Drake tattoos up that I totally forgot the Balenciaga trash bag. So let me find it. Here we go. All right. So let me tell you a little bit about them first. They are calling this called a trash pouch. It's a handbag that is inspired by the humble garbage bag. It comes in blue, black, and white color options. And yeah, they cost $1,790, so $1,790. And I'm gonna give you guys a picture of it really quick. And I'd love to know if you would waste your money. All right, there we go, guys. This is literally what they look like. That white one and that black one. Honestly, the blue one too, because the blue one looks like a fucking recycle bag or some shit. Like, guys, this literally looks like a Flex Seal. Like, I can't, or whatever fuck those bags are called. Glad's bags. But I and then first of all, like, how can you call this how do you call this a pouch? This is literally like something I have to slap over my back. And also, what the fuck? How much shit are you going to put in that bag? Unless it's like already, like, if it's like mostly puffed up already, then that might be different. But like, how much shit are you going to be carrying around on a daily basis to carry this? Unless this is your hoe bag. That, now listen, that an expensive one, but that would be a good ass, interesting hoe bag. And a nigga think you like moving in and shit because you got a trash bag and shit. But she's like, no, this is my trash pouch. Okay. That's enough of this shit. It's time for the one up for the week, guys. Listen, this week I'm here to tell you guys it is in perfect example as I released this episode a little bit late this week. It's better to be late than to not have done anything, right? To not have made that decision, to not have started that career, to not have opened that Etsy shop. Like, whether you do it today or tomorrow, as long as it's your passion and it's what you want to do, make sure you stick to it. Better late than never, you guys. Okay, so that's it. Episode 150 is in the books. Thank you guys, of course, so much for following the podcast, listening, and just I appreciate everything. So I will leave you for now until the next time. Bye, guys.